Hey y'all. Oh, hi honey. Hi honey. I'm just gonna do a little intro of what we're doing. So these are all the palettes that I kept from my declutter, and I want to swatch every single one of them. I wrote a list. Well, Ryker's actually standing on it right now, so right meow. Can I have that back? Thank you. I wrote a list of every palette that I kept. My plan is they are all broken up into categories. You're so freaking cute, dude. I love you. They're broken up into categories, like ColourPop with ColourPop, GLAMLITE with GLAMLITE, Huda and Huda, ABH, Juvia's Place. The first video is going to be all of my GLAMLITE palettes, my entire GLAMLITE collection. I have 7 palettes, definitely the most I have. I'm going to do one GLAMLITE and then one ColourPop video and then one ABH video. But once we get into like the palettes that only have 2, I may start throwing in some single palettes that don't have another like same brand palette. I don't have any more Urban Decays. I don't have any more Jeffree Stars palettes. So I may go in the ones that have 2. He's stalking something out there. I may go in with the ones that just have like 2 palettes and put them together with something else. I've wanted to do this for a long time. I just wanted to get the declutter done first. I have swatched and or used almost all of these palettes. There are a few that I've never swatched before, and a few that I've swatched a long time ago, and I don't remember what they look like. Some of these are going to take forever. Like the GLAMLITE is going to take forever. That's 7 palettes. This is going to take forever. The Norvina palettes are huge. That's what I'm saying. On some of the ones that only have 2 that are very small, like smaller, I may put like the Game of Thrones with something else and the Jeffree Star with something else. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. I've wanted to do this for so freaking long. I just never got around to it, but I want to do it now. The first video is going to be GLAMLITE. So excited. Love GLAMLITE. Love GLAMLITE's formula. It's absolutely amazing. And I also don't have those like fancy little arm swatch thingies that you peel away once you're done. It's just going to be with my finger. I'm not a professional swatcher at all. This is just something I want to do on my own for me and for other people. I would look on YouTube for swatches. Sometimes I would find them, sometimes I would not. This way it'll be like in a series on my channel, which I am sure hundreds of thousands of beauty YouTubers have done swatches of all of these palettes before, but this is something that I just want to do for myself. Let's go ahead and get started. Hi. Alright guys, this is gonna be the first video in my swatching all of my palettes series. We are gonna do all of my GLAMLITE palettes that I have. I have 7. Also, I have a cat in my lap and my foot is going to sleep. I can't move because I don't want to disturb the baby. I'm just going to do arm swatches. They're not going to be perfect because I don't have those little stencil things that you put on your arm to make the swatches even. I am not a professional swatcher at all. It's going to be just on my arm, no primer, no lotion, no sticky base, nothing. Say hi. His claws are going into my knee. Look at that. All right, guys. Oh, we'll get started on this. We're gonna start with this Hershey Kiss Lava Cake one. And I am gonna go in the order that is labeled on here. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And no primer, no lotion, no sticky base, nothing is gonna be on my arm. I'll probably take my finger and swirl it around a few times and then swipe twice. I have a little helper who just woke up from a nap. Ryker, you don't need makeup. Alright, here are the first 3 shades. So beautiful. GLAMLITE's formula is absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch the 3 and then show you my fingers, and then swatch the other 3, show you my fingers, and then I'll show you all of them on my arm. Alright, and here are the last 3 shades. So pretty. Even though they're a little too dark for me, especially that one, I'm still not 100% comfortable working with dark shades like that. It's still beautiful. And I still cannot get over how beautiful that top shade is. I have it out of focus right now because it's just so pretty. That glitter is just gorgeous. It's so hard to do this with a cat in my lap. Hi. He is just straight up chilling. Here are the swatches. They're very pretty. Ow. Very pigmented. That hot pink one needed another swirl and an extra swipe or two. But for the most part, the shimmers were beautiful. They only did 2 swipes, full pigment, and shimmer effect. And right now, my little ring key light is in cool mode. But look at that top shimmer shade right now in the light. Oh, I've created a look with this palette before and it was stunning and used that top shimmer shade. Absolutely beautiful. I like this palette. It's good. Love it. I love GLAMLITE's formula and I really, really want the Halloween collections that are out. Well, the Scream one, Ghostface, is already out. I really want that palette and I really, really, really want the Jason one that's coming out and the Jason highlighter that's coming out. They're gorgeous and I cannot wait to see what the Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy one looks like. Horror is my absolute favorite genre, so I love horror themed palettes. Like, they're collector's items and I want to try and get all 3 palettes at least the palettes. This is the Hershey Kisses Lava Cake one. So now I'm gonna wash this off and then we're gonna do the icy palettes next. And here we have the Icy Cherry palette. Stunning colors, but I'm just still really afraid of reds and I honestly don't even know what reds would look like on me. I haven't tried red eyeshadow yet, so I'm comfortable with blues, purples, a little bit of pink, some greens. But I've never tried like reds, oranges, or yellows, but I just don't know if any of those would look good on me. But I still wanted to keep this because I love all of my GLAMLITE palettes and I just don't know if I could part with any of the ones that I have right now. But I would really like a white cherry icy right about now. So on this one, we're gonna go row by row. So I'll swatch those 4 and then those and then these. And I don't ever swatch with my pinky just because the swatch doesn't look right. All right, and here are the first 3 shades. White Cherry, Cool Taste, and Colorful Tongue. And here we have Epic, Fruity, and Flavorific. That Epic shade is stunning. And here we have Wild Cherry, Smile, and Fantastic. That Smile shade is gorgeous too. And the last 3 shades are Treat, Frosted Cherry, and Sweet. Gorgeous. Here is the palette swatched. Still in the cool light setting on my little key light. Absolute beautiful pigment on the mattes. These didn't need any extra swipes to be built up at all, or any more like dips. Like, I swiped twice and I mean full instant color payoff pigment on every single matte shade. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I'm gonna filter through or go through any of the different warmths or anything through my key light. I think I'm just gonna keep it on the cool tone the whole time. There's a little bit of pink shimmer and different colored glitters in that white cherry shade. Oh, it's gorgeous. But yeah, I really like all those berry ones a little bit, like on this side, like the Epic Smile and the Sweet shades. They're more like berry tones to me. They are very pretty. And the shimmers feel pretty decent. Top, we got White Cherry, Cool Taste, Colorful Tongue, Epic, Fruity, Flavorific, Wild Cherry, Smile, Fantastic, Treat, Frosted Cherry, and Sweet. It's a great palette. I'm just excited to swatch the next one because it's the blue one and I've played with that before. I love blue eyeshadow. It's so much fun. But here is the GLAMLITE Cherry palette swatched. Still, again, no primer, no sticky base, nothing like that. Just on clean, dry skin. Love it. Alrighty, and up next we have the Blue Raspberry Icy palette. This palette is absolutely stunning. I cannot tell you how much I love this palette. I have the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette, and I used that one and this one to create a really pretty blue look, and it's just phenomenal quality. Absolutely phenomenal quality. I love this palette. The mattes are stunning. They worked beautifully. They blended out beautifully. The shimmers are gorgeous. I cannot wait to swatch this one. I've never actually done a full palette swatch of this, so I'm very excited to see what it looks like. I'm not big on mattes. I love sparkle and shimmer, but the matte shades in here are just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Like I'm telling you, dude, I love GLAMLITE. They are fantastic quality. I don't see myself getting rid of any of these palettes anytime soon. And again, as always, no primer, no sticky base, no lotion, nothing on my arm. Just clean, dry skin. Let's go ahead and swatch this one. We're gonna go row by row. So this one, then this one, then this one. So the first three shades are Chillin', Frozenated, and Polar Bear. Oh, that shimmer is chef's freaking kiss. Just stunning. All right, and here we have the next three. It's Ice Cold, Glacial, and Frost. Lord have mercy, those are so beautiful. Oh, I can't with how pretty these are. And next we have Icicles, Cool, and Refresh. And the last three, look at how stunning these last three shades are. Oh my goodness. Got Blue Raspberry, Icy, and Melted. I can't with how stunning these are. Especially like that melted shade. Icy, oh, gorgeous. Here we have the entire palette in all of its beautiful, wondrous glory. Holy crap, is this absolutely freaking stunning. The shimmers are gorgeous. The mattes feel fantastic. The shimmers are gorgeous as well. Sorry if I sound really repetitive, but I can't help it how impressed I am with how well this swatched. I know it works wonderful on the eyes because I've used it on the eyes, but I just didn't realize some of these shades were as pretty as they are because I've never swatched it. But here we are. So we're still in the cool lighting. Just all that shimmer. Gorgeous palette. Never gonna let this go. Ever, ever, ever. From top to bottom, we got Chillin', Frozenated, Polar Bear, Ice Cold, Glacial, Frost, Icicles, Cool, Refresh, Blue Raspberry, Icy, and Melted. I love this palette so freaking much. Love it. Stunning. Alrighty, and next we have the Donut palette. So it's pretty. I like all the bright colors. That's why we kept it from my declutter. I'm not a big fan of the glazed highlight shade in the middle because it's a little bit too gold for me. But, I mean, it's really pretty and the formula is very nice. We are going to start from the top and work around. So we'll start at jelly and end at strawberry. And then we'll do the glazed at the very bottom. Let's get to swatching this one. Here we have jelly, so sweet, and maple. Very pretty colors. We have chocolate, frosty, and icing. Here are the last three eyeshadows. We got sprinkles, grape, and strawberry. Beautiful. Here is the last shade. It is the glazed highlight shade in the middle. It is absolutely gorgeous, but there is some yellow gold undertones, and I'm just not big on like gold or champagne-y highlights. I like blue or pink or purple highlights with like glitter and sparkle. Like the ColourPop Spellbound highlight is my all-time favorite highlighter. It's a great formula though. It feels absolutely amazing. Let's swatch this last one and then I'll show you all of them. Here are the shades all swatched. Gorgeous shimmers. Really good mattes. From the top, we've got Jelly, So Sweet, Maple, Chocolate, Frosty, Icing, Sprinkles, Grape, Strawberry, and Glazed. I blended out that highlight a bit so you could see some of the gold shimmer in there, like the reflect that it kind of gives off. It's a really pretty, like I love an icy white highlighter with no gold, but it actually is really pretty once blended out. It would be a really pretty like inner corner or brow bone highlight too. It's nice. The shimmers are fantastic. Like those three shimmers are stunning. I love the blue one. The purple's gorgeous, but I am very surprised at how much I like that pink. I don't usually go for a pink look. I'll usually go for a blue or a purple or a silver smoky or just like a wash of shimmer before I go with like pink, but that pink is stunning. It's a good palette. I like it. It's nice. The mattes felt really good. As always, no primer, no a sticky base, no lotion underneath. Just clean dry skin. It's gorgeous. And we're still in the cool lighting on my key light. I'm not gonna change the lighting at all. It's gonna stay on the cool setting the whole time. You can see that gold in that highlight. But yeah, it's nice. I like it. The next palette is the Cake palette. I know the packaging is huge for this, but I like to keep all the palettes and like my highlighters and stuff in their original boxes and packaging. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Here is the Cake palette. Oh, it is so pretty. We are going to go row by row. This one has 20 shadows in it, so don't know if I'll be able to fit all 20 on my arm. So what I'm probably gonna do is do the first 10 and then the last 10. Let's go ahead and do this one. All right, here we have banana, pineapple, and strawberry. Pretty yellows. I just am not comfortable trying out yellows yet. I don't know if I ever will. I don't know if yellows would look good with my skin tone or my eye color, but they're pretty. I just don't know if I'll ever use them. Next, we have lavender, blueberry, and guava. That lavender and blueberry shades are really, really pretty. Next, we have peach, cranberry, and I just looked up how to pronounce that, and I still don't know if I can pronounce it right. So we're gonna go with the purple yam shade because that's what it is. But yeah, it's that one right there, and I don't want to pronounce it wrong. All right, and here's the last one of the 10, the purple frost shade, and then I'll show you these 10, and then we'll do the other 10. Here are the first 10 shades from the Cake palette. So the top, we've got banana, pineapple, strawberry, lavender, blueberry, guava, peach, cranberry, the purple yam, UBE shade, and purple frost. Very pretty. Very, very pretty shimmers. And the mattes are great as well. Really pretty. So yeah, there is the first 10 of the Cake palette, and now we're gonna wash this off and go with the last 10. This row and this row. All right, and here we have carrot, raspberry, and red velvet. Very pretty. I like that raspberry shade, that hot pink. And here are my two of my favorite shades, I think, out of the whole palette, and they're mattes. which is crazy because I usually go for shimmers. I usually love shimmers. I know I am someone that needs mattes to create a cohesive look. I can't use a all shimmer palette or an all shimmer look yet, but I feel like I underappreciate mattes sometimes because I love sparkle so much. But those two, blue teal, they're stunning. This is Birthday Cake and this is Icy Mint and this one is Dulce de Leche. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong also. But that Birthday Cake and Icy Mint shade, fabulous color, just stunning. And next we have Cinnamon, Chocolate, and Blue Raspberry. Very pretty shades. Love that Blue Raspberry shade. And here is the last shade, the Key Lime shade, like neon green. It is very pretty. And here are the last 10 shades. Absolutely freaking stunning, especially those blues. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And that hot pink. All right, let's go down the line. So we've got at the top, Carrot, Raspberry, Red Velvet, Birthday Cake, Icy Mint, Dulce de Leche, Cinnamon, Chocolate, Blue Raspberry, and Key Lime. Really pretty. So yeah, it's a fantastic palette. All the mattes swatched beautifully. The shimmers are superb. It's a great palette. I love it. I've never swatched this one, like all the shades before, and I don't think I've ever even done anything with these two shades. Like I never touched them, swatched them, so I didn't really know what they look like. And I can say that I absolutely love both of them. Fantastic palette. Another great palette from GLAMLITE. Excuse you. That is gonna fall with you in there, I swear. It says it holds up to 22 pounds, but you're like 17. Hey, he only does this, like gets on this when I'm in the bedroom. Listen to his little paws getting stuck on the... Goodness, bless you. That was so cute. And here we have the Barbie Dream Summer Palette. I have never swatched this palette, never used it, haven't done anything with it since I got it. This is one of the ones I got from TJ Maxx for $17. Couldn't pass it up for that price. All the purples and the blues and the little teal colors, they're just so gorgeous. I'm still gonna go by rows, but I'm gonna stop here. So I'll do these three, then these three, then these three, then these three. And then over this side, 3, 3, 3, and 3. That's what we're gonna do. But I will go through and let you know which shade is what. I'll read the names of the shades. Here are the first three. We've got Out of Office, Chillin', and How I Roll. Really pretty. Next, we have Playday, Superstar, and Dream Life. Their shimmers are just a fabulous formula. And next, we have Dream in Pink, Just Vibes, and Let's Roll. That Let's Roll shade is really, really pretty. Gorgeous purple. And the last three of this first half is Unstoppable, The Weeknd, and Bestie. That The Weeknd pink, hot pink shimmer, ugh. Absolutely stunning shimmer. And here are these 12 shades. I'm glad I went and decided to do like half and half, like this half swiped and then this half I'm gonna do next. It's like all the purples are together and it's just really pretty to see it all swatched together. I usually always go by rows all the way across. It just seemed like it would be better just to do like this half first and then this half next. The shimmers are beautiful. I still have it in my cool toned key light setting. Seriously stunning. It's like, how many times can I say beautiful, gorgeous, or stunning? But GLAMLITE's formula is just so good and I love it. It's hard to say anything bad about any of them, to be honest. But yeah, beautiful shades. Can make some really beautiful looks with this palette. We're gonna go from the top. We've got Out of Office, Chillin', How I Roll, Play Day, Superstar, Dream Life, Dream in Pink, Just Vibes, Let's Roll, Unstoppable, The Weekend, and Bestie. Really, really like this palette. Let's wipe this off and then we'll do the green, blue, gold side with a random pinky shade. Now we're gonna do this side, the blues and the brownie golds and teals, and the one random pink. Let's go ahead and do this one. All right, here are the top three. We've got Woohoo, Summer Dreams, and Sunshine. That Woohoo shade is calling my name. Alrighty, and here we have Born Ready, Leave a Message, and Sun-Kissed. That Born Ready shade. It's kind of like purpley blue. Very, very pretty. Next, we have Imagine, Vacay, and Rise and Shine. Vacay shade. I swear, I've said this a million freaking times, but GLAMLITE's shimmer formulas are just amazing. Fantastic quality. All right, and the last three on this side, Dream Chaser, Friend Zone, and Got This. Dream Chaser matte shade is gorgeous. And here is the more bluey teal side with a few brownie golds, a little bluey purple, and a pink. But they're just as great as the purple side. Absolutely stunning. The blues are great. I'm not really big on golds. Golds just they're just not for me. But I love color, and this gives color. Look at that blue shade right there. And then that blue matte almost looks like more like a royal blue, I think. That third one up. And then the shimmers are just fabulous. From the top, we've got Woohoo, Summer Dreams, Sunshine, Born Ready, Leave a Message, Sun-Kissed, Imagine, Vacay, Rise and Shine, Dream Chaser, Friend Zone, and Got This. Great, great, great quality. Once again, GLAMLITE does it fabulously. Now we got one left, the Michaela one. Let's get this last one done. Next up, we have the Michaela palette. It's just so much fun. I love Hollow, and look at how gorgeous that is. And the sound. Love it. Love the packaging. Like I said in my declutter video, I'm not a Michaela watcher. I am not big on TikTok at all. I definitely prefer YouTube and longer form content, but that's just my personal preference. I have nothing against anybody. It's just not for me. But I love the palette. The palette is beautiful. So this one is a 30 pan palette. So what we're gonna do on this one is we're gonna go by Rose, and I'm gonna stop here at the Immaculate shade and then start again at the MJ shade. So we'll do Harley to Immaculate, then MJ to Mass Hole. I'm not gonna be able to fit all 30 shades on my arm, so I should be able to fit 15. Let's go ahead and get started swatching. Like always, no primer, no sticky base, nothing like that. Let's go ahead and get started on this one. All right, here are the first three. We got Harley, How You Doing, and Gemini. Very pretty matte shades for a very nice neutral look. Here are the next three. This is What's Poppin', Hot Cocoa, and Willow. Love that name, Willow. Willow's one of my favorite characters from Buffy. Very pretty. Here are the next three. We've got Glow Up, Simba, and Accent. Pretty pretty. Right, next we've got Buffalo Chicken, Manifest, and Cookie. That Manifest shade is really pretty. Really, really nice. All right, and the last three out of this first 15, we have Iconic, Simping, and Immaculate. I love those three. They're all stunning shades. Very, very beautiful. And here are the first 15. This last one is gorgeous. All right, so we're gonna start at the top and I'll tell you all the shade names. It's Harley, How You Doing, Gemini, What's Poppin', Hot Cocoa, Willow, Glow Up, Simba, Accent, Buffalo Chicken, Manifest, Cookie, Iconic, Simping, and Immaculate. So far, so good. I like it. I've never actually swatched it before. I think it looks really, really pretty. But now, let's move on to the really fun shades. The last 15, this row, and these three up here. But I am gonna start right where I left off. I'm gonna start at MJ and then end at Mass Hole. All right, here's MJ and New Beige and Nas. I love that shade. Oh my goodness. It's absolutely stunning. It's kind of purpley silver. Pretty pretty. So I'm not really big on greens. Like, I like my green multi-chrome that I have from Amazon, which is more of a mermaidy purple, blue, green, shifty color. But these are absolutely gorgeous. I'm very shocked at how much I'm liking both of these green shimmers. Here we have the Best Color, Bonehead, and Stunnin'. Very pretty. And here we have, I'm assuming, Porta G, Pot 2, and Rhodey. That's what I'm assuming. If I am wrong, I'm so sorry. That is a stunning purple shade, and you can see the glitters because it's out of focus right now. And here we have Audrey, Freetown, and Loop. Very pretty, especially that Audrey shade. All right, and here we have the last three shades. Handy, Frisky, and Mass Hole. Really pretty matte shades. Alrighty, and here are the last 15 shades of the Michaela Glamlite palette. Really pretty. Once again, great palette from Glamlite. We are going to start at the top and I will tell you the shades. So we've got MJ, New Beige, Nas, The Best Color, Bonehead, Stunnin', Porta G, Pot 2, Rhodey, Audrey, Freetown, Loop, Handy, Frisky, and Mass Hole. If I said any of those names wrong, I'm so sorry. Really like that. I think that one is Audrey shade. Really like the Porta G one. And the Stunnin' shade and Bonehead, the greens, which I did not expect to like much at all. They are really, really pretty. But that Nas shade is just gorgeous. See the sparkles? It's like a silver, purple, blue. It's great. This is all of my GLAMLITE palette. Alrighty guys, here is the outro. I just wanted to show, these are all the bigger palettes. We got the Michaela one, the Barbie one, and the cake one. Kind of wanted to give a last little up close and personal shot of the palettes. I have loved swatching all of these. They are all fantastic quality, fantastic pigment, stunning shimmers. I'm very, very, very happy to have all of these GLAMLITE palettes. Just beautiful. You make some really pretty eye looks with all of these. No, this shade is just beautiful. Chef's kiss. Here are the rest of them. I'm gonna show you up close videos of them before I end. Oh, that grape shade is just really, really pretty. So is the sprinkles shade. That top shade is my absolute favorite out of this whole palette here. It's just gorgeous. Stunning, stunning reds, even though I'm not comfortable doing reds yet. They're still beautiful. Because the shimmers are great, the mattes are beautiful. And it performed really, really well on the eyes. I think this is one of my favorite GLAMLITE palettes. I really, really, really want to get the horror palettes, like the Ghost Face one and the Jason Friday the 13th one and the Freddy Nightmare on Elm Street one. Really want those palettes. Scary movies are my favorite. Saw movie film franchise are my all-time favorite horror movies of all time. The Saw movies. Like, my favorite character is Jigsaw and Billy the Puppet. Those are my all-time favorite horror movie villains and stuff. But yeah, I love GLAMLITE. They are so great. The formula is amazing. And I'm really excited to get some new palettes from them, hopefully sometime soon. Like, that icy shade is just stunning. That is this video. If you like makeup content or unboxing videos or diamond painting or just watching cute cat videos, I would love it if you subscribed. But if you don't, you don't have to. You don't have to do any of that. I'm just here to film what I like and what things like I want to do and stuff like that. And this was what I wanted to do now. I want to swatch my entire collection. It's going to take a while, I know that, but I've wanted to do it for a long time, just never got around to doing it. If you like stuff like that, I would love it if you subscribe, like, and comment. But we are going to go see Ryker now and say goodbye. Also, I do want to put in here at the very end that nothing is sponsored. I wasn't gifted any of these. I bought all of these with my own money. Not sponsored, not an ad, nothing. I bought this and these are all my honest thoughts and opinions. I just love GLAMLITE. They are a fantastic brand and their quality is amazing. And I love what they're still doing right now with the, like, scary movie characters and stuff. I really, really, really want to get all three of those eyeshadow palettes. Maybe not the Chucky one, just because I love horror, but Chucky wasn't one of my favorites. But I do love the Scream movies, the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and the Friday the 13th movies. I would love to have those three palettes. Let's go say Goodbye. Let's go find the sleepy baby. You sleepy kitty? Oh, hi. You sleepy boy? Yeah. You've been sleepy today, but we had maintenance in here, so you probably got nervous. He doesn't like other people. His grandma came over today, and then we had maintenance people in the apartment, so he was like, too many people in my apartment today. So he just wants to nap it out. Yeah, all right. Go sleep, baby. Say bye, YouTube. Say bye. Yeah. Okay, he said goodbye.